If you believe that selling more solves everything, this video might save you from going broke. Because yes, you can sell a lot and still fail. I've been there more than once. Welcome, friends. I'm Fred. Here we talk about business, investments, real life, and training, all from my personal perspective. And today, the topic is business. Why do companies fail even when they sell well? This actually happened to me. Years ago, I owned a small factory that produced pulleys. And my biggest mistake was pricing. On paper, everything looked fine. Let's use simple numbers to explain. Imagine this. It costs $5 to produce one unit. I sell it for $7. Looks like profit. Now imagine I sell 1,000 units per month. That's 7,000 in revenue. Sounds good, right? But that was an illusion. Those $5 were only the production cost. They didn't include employees, electricity, rent, internet, transportation, taxes, company structure. When I add everything, the real cost per unit wasn't $5. It was 8, for example, here in Brazil. So, the more I sold, the more money I lost. I stayed in that situation for almost 3 years, selling, working, producing, until one day there was nothing left and I had to close the business. That's how you sell well and still go broke. Remember this: revenue hides mistakes, profit reveals the truth. This is where most people get confused. They say, but sales are growing, but demand is high. Once we scale, it will fix itself. It doesn't. Most of the time, the company fails before it fixes anything. Volume doesn't fix a broken model. Growth only makes the problem bigger. Let me give you another example, this time from real estate. I built a warehouse. I rented it. Everything was fine. After a few years, someone made an offer to buy it. The price looked good. I would have made profit compared to what I spent years earlier. But then I asked the right question. Does this money allow me to rebuild the same asset today and still move forward? The answer was no. That's when I created a personal rule. If it costs 10, for example, to build a property today, I only sell it for 20. Why? Because you must consider replacement cost, time without rent, inflation, construction risk, opportunity risk. If the market price doesn't reach that level, I don't sell. Are there exceptions? Are there exceptions, I mean? Yes, if it is a cash deal, you already have a better property lineup, you are clearly upgrading location and quality, then maybe 1.5x makes sense, but with extreme caution. Because here's the hard truth. Money from a sale is not free money. That money already has a job replacing what you sold. Especially when it comes to real estate. One time I sold an excellent warehouse. In the deal, I received cash and an entire floor in a commercial building. On paper, it looked great. In reality, it was a trap. Hard to rent, very expensive maintenance, high property taxes, high condo fees, low liquidity. I was stuck. And here's the truth: I got lucky. Eventually, I managed to sell it. Years later, I found out that the next owner was also stuck and unhappy. That wasn't skill, That was luck. Luck is not a business strategy. Let me repeat this because it saves businesses. Sales feed the ego. Cash flow keeps the company alive. So, this is how companies fail, even when they sell well. Bad pricing, confusing revenue with profit, selling assets without replacing logic, being seduced by cash instead of structure. Selling is easy. Building something that keeps existing, that's the hard part. Let me know in the comment, guys. Have you ever seen a company fail even with strong sales? Thank you for watching, and I see you in the next video.